Alright, welcome back. So I'm along Enterprise Road, off of which somewhere there I saw Kampala Road, and being someone from Kampala, it was very interesting. So I'm going to get off this Enterprise Road, which should be taking someone in the direction of South B or Kariba, but now we are going to use the Busia Road. So I want to actually go into the slum and then see what the slum actually has for me. And this is Busia Road. It is 6:37 p.m., which is, I think, time for people to return back to work. And I see a lot of wooden pellets, and yeah, I don't know whether these are to be sold or they are being scrapped for reuse. It's like a resale for wooden pallets, I think, for use. And for now, I'm just going to stroll with this gentleman who seemed to be returning home from work. I'm in Nairobi, Kenya, and I'm just taking a walk through the slums of Nairobi. I'm getting vibes of this might be an industrial area, which is common with such buildings. But my idea is to pass Makuru slums, and at some point I need to meet Aoko Road as I had initially planned. So for now, I'm just continuing this stretch of Busia Road, which should return to meet Enterprise Road from the right hand side. Anyway, because nightfall is soon reaching and I do not have a lot of daylight, I'm going to speed up on the rate at which I am walking. So I'm interested in that junction right in front there, and that should take me back to where my journey started from. So we are basically roughly in Mukuru Village area, and Mukuru Village area is an exciting place to be, and being that exciting, I probably entering into the life of the people. So continue with this and you go back to Enterprise Road. I am taking this alley or street where there's actually street food. It's giving me Kampala vibes. Don't know how much that fried fish is, but I'm sure it must cost an arm and a leg. Some merchandise for probably evening returning people. And for now, because there's a lot of loud music on this alley, I think I may have to hurry up and leave it behind so that I can be able to listen to you, which is very interesting. So now I'm asking myself, where should I turn? I am still sloping down. This is also another alley, and that is another alley. But for now, we are in the streets of Nairobi downtown slums, Mukuru Village, which looks to be an interesting place to be. So food joints, yeah, I think pallets are being repurposed into seats. I can see seats in the distance. So I wasn't wrong. It's actually repurposing of transportation wood. And Nairobi being a bigger city than Kampala, Uganda, I would understand why that would be the case. And it's very interesting how the slums have a lot of high-rise structures. Now at this point I think I should be I think I exceeded where I should actually go. So I was supposed to go this side and see you. But for now, let me return. I missed my tunnel. So when you're using a slow phone, just be sure that GPS will choose to update, not in real time. So let me move back this side. And the children are actually playing, which is a very interesting thing. So that means right there was my proper turn. I wonder what this is. I will not eat that. I see Matoke. And matoke is a common Ugandan food, so I don't know whether there are a lot of Ugandans along this stretch. Kind of very hard. So for now, more of the noise, but that is not my case. Yep. I was looking for the noise in Nairobi. I think I found the noise. Where I was a bit quiet at night. I kept on asking my host as to whether we were having nightlife around here. So this route should take me straight onto Aoko Road, and off of Aoko Road, if time allows, I may show you a bit of Kariba Estate. And people usually think slum life is difficult, but I think if you're doing your thing without really attracting attention, life should actually go on. And for me, so far, so good. Everyone is minding their business, same as one would find in Kampala, Uganda. If you just show that you're up to what you're doing best, it is very okay. So I am the only one, surprisingly, holding my phone to my ear on the streets of Nairobi, which is, I think, very strange, but I mean, I also don't look like I am very loaded with expensive stuff. This man's hand was wet and chose to touch my yeah. So I see providers are evening street foods and snacks that one should be able to get, assuming they have left home fish. I never thought I would find this in Kenya. Okay, so when food is brought nearer to people in the slum, it's kind of beautiful. I'm tired of people bumping into my hand, and I do not know why they are choosing to do that. Yes, so to my people who have been watching me mostly from Kampala, now I'm in Kenya. I hope I'll be able to bring you as much footage as I can from these parts. My hope is that I shall be able to visit Nairobi University. Okay, and surprising Kenyans, most of the official people spoke English to me. If you didn't see that, check out my last video. And I am in the Mukuru Village area. It's not actually a village in the political sense, but it's more of a set of villages. And it looks like we still have some distance to be able to reach Aoko Road in the distance. So the streets, I think I should walk faster than the people that are on my lane. I'm actually impressed by the level of relative cleanness. Maybe I've not gone to Kibera because that's what Kenyans consider, or the world considers, a typical slum. Right now, I think this is a slum, but what is actually most amusing is that most of them build these iron sheet buildings. I don't know how durable or warm they are, for that matter, but it looks like it's a trend. Brick stuff like this is rare, but the iron sheet stuff, I fear iron sheet. Every time I see it, I imagine those nasty cuts that one can get from handling or landing on their sharp edges. But yes, I think this is an alley through the slum, which is not on Google Maps, which means I cannot follow it. Right now I'm just following this one, which is standardized and paved. I don't know why they chose to pave it, but it looks like it makes it a bit more comfortable for it to even show on the maps. That shows why it is official. Anyway, I would have loved to walk through the other slum area, more like where one would only walk by foot, but it would be hard for them to use a motorized means. Not that I found a motorized means here, but the fact that Google Maps acknowledges it, I think goes a long way to say that it's a proper route. Talking of motorcycle, I finally see one. But unlike Uganda, Kenya doesn't use a lot of motorcycle activity. And I've made this channel again. I don't know how it is called, but I think God just helps people in the slums. Imagine the kid in the water and they'll never get sick. No major outbreaks. So it's intriguing. It's intriguing. It's intriguing. So let's just proceed. I'm not going to walk through there. That's where I wanted to pass earlier, but I'm not going to pass there. I'm going to pass here to just give you the vibe in the suburbs of Mukuru Village. Anyway, let's proceed. The famous Kuma Wiki, which is a native source of food, vegetables for most of the people living within these areas. Now, which path have I used? It looks like it's not showing on the map, or the GPS is just choosing to run parallel to it. And let's see where this takes me. Nonetheless, it looks like I'm still on the path that would take me to Aoko Road, spelled as A-O-K-O. So I don't know whether I'm butchering the pronunciation. Probably not. And my GPS, I wonder whether it's actually lying to me. But anyway, for now, I've been able to roughly find myself places, and I'm in offline mode. I don't know whether that makes it any harder. Children, and these are all residences, and people are living in these shacks. Maybe collectively they provide heat, but I think duvets and sweaters are a must around here. Yeah, iron sheet slums. I've not seen these in Uganda before. It's only in Kenya that I'm seeing this. Not to compare, but just to appreciate the ingenuity and how societies kind of determine their ways of living and their sources of income. So people are chilling in the evening. Oh yeah, they have enough space. I'm impressed that they haven't gone extremely close to the channel itself in search for where to put houses. But again, from this rubble, I like to think most of them were demolished, because this structure seems to suggest so. I think they were demolished by the government at some point to make sure the channel is free to move. Yeah, those actually were buildings. I see floors. I see, yeah, this is a floor to a building. Here I was imagining how disciplined Kenyans must have been not to come very close to the channel, but then again, yeah. So it's an interesting path. It's already evening, and now wondering how I'm supposed to now meet this road, which I seem to simply be walking parallel to. Wow, Masjid. Oh, that's the mosque. Masjid Al Huda, South B. So I'm still in South B. Oh, I'm in South B area of Nairobi. I think when you go to BS Park, that's where you would actually find the cars and the houses. For now, let me just follow the people that are moving. Wow, I am farther than I expected to be. So this has been an organic walk. I feel this is going to take me farther and farther. And that was the channel. Let me see where this path or alley will take me. Normally with slums, it's quite easy to find path that only feet would take you. So when you see people walking, follow them. They are likely onto something, and therefore likely a path to something major. Enjoy your walk with me as I am in the suburbs of Nairobi, Kenya, Mukuru Village area. I might not know much history of this area. I would have interacted with the people to figure out where. Yeah, and this has brought me to a tarmac surface. Now, I think I'm going to turn right. I'm going to turn right. And this must be a major street. And what's the name of this street? Unfortunately, because I'm on offline maps, I will not be able to get you the name of this street. But I have a feeling that this should now then drop me to Aoko Road. How am I moving? Or how am I reading my maps? Okay, let me just walk with it in this direction and hope I'm moving in the right direction. The torch is pointing where I am coming from. So probably that's the north and I'm heading south. So this street, I also don't know its name, but it should take me back to Aoko Road, probably. But let me go straight with this one. And Aoko is should be much wider, or a much busier street than this one. Let me go to the left. Yeah, I've actually noticed something with Kenyan suburbs. Not so many motorcycles compared to Kampala, Uganda. And I've just kind of, now that's the second motorcycle I'm counting today, at least attentively. I believe people are returning from work. It is already 6 minutes to 7, and I can hear the masjid, I think this is their perimeter wall, calling people to prayer. Africa, mostly East Africa, is a city for people. You cannot walk the streets and fail to meet people moving about. Daylight, we are now entering dusk as daylight is running out. We're going to meet our Aoko Road right here, and Aoko Road should return me back to Plainview Road. Tomorrow perhaps I'll have the privilege to walk you in this other direction right here, but I think I'm going to have to return this way. So I've taken a left to Aoko Road, which then should now go on to meet Plainview Road, off of which Mwangeka Road should come off. I think tomorrow I might walk to those parts, if God willing. And yeah, I thought of walking on the right hand side by keeping right to see what is incoming, but unlike Kampala, there are not so many cars traversing these neighborhoods, so I don't need to worry about incoming traffic or traffic that is coming from behind me as I walk on the left. Nor do I have to worry about motorcycles, since they are not everywhere. Beautiful mangoes. Now all of these are like makeshift shops on the sides of the street. On the sides of the street. And I think Kenyan roads are more straight, square. I think due to the impact of estates. I'm talking of which, that is Aoko Estate. I don't know whether the estate came before the street, but it's interesting. More of the gated communities and estate behavior. Okay, so I think the real estate system in Kenya is interesting. So all those are estates for, I think, middle income people, and I think that's what makes the streets disorganized. This like THIS, then organized. Yeah, at times you could come off as saying DIS, organized. So let us stretch this plane. Let us stretch this Aoko road so that we can meet our Plainview road and simply go back to where our story began. Yeah, 2 minutes to 7 p.m. and this is how the streets are looking like. Earlier on, I had hoped to be able to pass via Railway Training Institute, and I was not able. I see a church here. Which church? I don't quite get. But let me first find out what the name of the church is. I think it is Ark St. Veronica Parish, St. Veronica AC School. I found it a little different. Kenyans don't plaster their walls, not exterior walls at least. I think Ugandans do a lot, and I think there's actually service going there. Fire Kisi Clinic. Interesting. So, see this intersection, and on this intersection, that road that is going in that direction should Mwangeka Road. Now this is more of the church entrance right here, and those are the services. So for now, Kenya Shield Yard. What do they do in the Shield Yard? Okay. Yep. There. So more estates in that direction of Mwangeka Road. We should move Sorry Road for now. Plainview Road is now, that's the intersection of Aoko Road, Makwenga Road, and Plainview Road. So I'm on Plainview Road. I'm on the home stretch, at least where I'm being hosted at. Let me cross over to this side because it looks like there's more action on this right hand side of the street, and that's what I'm bringing to you from here. Okay, thank you for being with me, and thank you for watching. It's been a delight, and see you as I bring you more videos from Kenya, Nairobi, and from the suburbs into the city center. I now feel the evening breeze. I don't know whether you guys feel it, but that's a sign that nightfall has arrived. Now I need to figure out where my street is, but my street, or where my home is, I'm sure I will find it. I will find it when I meet or just before I meet Riverbank Estates. And yep, I see a few motorcycles, but it looks like motorcycles are not a thing around here. I hear a noisy one approaching. I've given it away. They have just modified the normal motorcycle to be noisy. Now I see bananas. I'm tempted to buy, but not the most attractive bananas to see. Okay, I believe I've arrived around home. I do not know what to buy. I do not know what to buy, but I think I've more or less reached. So, since my video started from Riverbank Estate, Phase 1, I will not go inside. I will simply stop my video here. Ciao, see you guys.